Welcome back to Lovecraft Ate the Thesaurus. Hopefully he can find a different name for his cat. Right. Rub Captain.
Surfaced, grievances gain a terrible strength.
Not the catchphrase I intended to have, but here we are. Anything to say?
Time and time again I impressed upon you that any adulation afforded us would be fleeting if we could not properly defend our findings.
Yep. Don't fall for the groupies.
The crossroads.
Oh, that's all he had to say. Okay. Well, it's a short bit of advice, but it stands the test of time. S995 says flagellations. And to you, assuming that is a good thing to have. So, last time we were rather rudely undercut by the Sprawl, an area that I thought we were more familiar with, but after surviving the coast and surviving the cannibal cornfields. Yeah, we got fucked up on the first area we went to again, so that was a bit of a bugger. That's what we don't want. We want to keep you at Wanderer at the moment. We also learnt that nunneries, monasteries, boarding schools are all awful. Well, in the Runaways case, it seemed pretty awful. In terms of the Vestal, it was more just fruity, arguably. But, yes, so Fizzlips II, his embittered son, out for revenge. Let's have a think about this. That's not much use to us. That's always useful. That's sometimes useful. And that is... nah. So... yeah. We'll go with that. Fizzlips, you're on the team. What's this about? Thanatomaniac. Obsessed with death and what lies beyond this mortal coil. I mean, that's just canon, isn't it, for him?
Zealotry. An undying blight upon the soul.
Yeah, see what you did there, blight. Right. Yes, speaking of fucking pervert here, we are going to bring you back because you're still not all that useful as a healer. I mean, you're becoming more useful as just like frontline, which is weird. I think that's what we were going with before. I never use that, do I? Even though that has some use. Am I more likely to use that? I don't know, really. I'm going to leave it at that for now. In terms of names, what haven't we used? Can't remember if we've used Twazak yet, but we'll give it a go. Sprawl Explorer. Oh, yeah. Could have done with that before, couldn't we? So we'll put you at the back, but I'll tell you what, let's put you third.
A sister of battle. Repudiated, but unbowed.
She could be bowed. It depends on if she's peering through a window. Oh, yes. And we now have Helter Skelter. I mean, hell, Boudica. Really? Just fuck it, Boudica. I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, I don't know, it just feels a bit on the nose. Wicked Hack, I've been called that before. Well, these are all as they are then. I suppose you'd be our front woman then, wouldn't you? More than Scaly Boy.
Bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
Mood. I'm curious to bring the NHS back. yeah, the jokes write themselves. Probably gonna die, but I'm still working out that memories thing. In fact, I think I meant to fucking look it up, and I actually can't even remember whether I did. So I either did and forgot, or I didn't at all.
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Sweet. So, big choppy barbarian lady. Just horrible, horrible poisonous flesh death. Perverted holy healing, and like actual medical science-ish. Good. Let's go with that. Actually, didn't we get you to a different path? Chaplain. Gain Shabudia when hit. So that's the fucking difference. That's why I got confused about the conviction. With Wanderer, she gets it every turn start. With Chaplain, she only gets it when hit. Rank flexible role focused on party defense. And then Confessor is... Yeah, no. Don't know about that. Sure, we paid for it, so we'll... might as well use it. You know what, actually, she doesn't feel like a Twazak to me. I'm going to rename her. There we go. Oh, no? Wait. I fear you have not solidified my change. Yes, you have. Good. Craig David, the chaplain. Good. And I don't think we even got any paths for her. Surgeon. Yeah, we did. More health, more melee, more healing, less blighty. Yes, I mean, I live in Blighty and I could do with less Blighty. Well... I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that, because... Yeah, I'll tell you for why, because... As useful as Blight is, we've got another Blighter up front, haven't we? So, yeah. Good. Good. Off we trot then.
The leaves fall, never to grow again.
Bit pessimistic.
The point of no return welcomes you with open arms.
It's funny calling it the point of no return, considering we've done this
Even your valley
about
is
8
not
times
immune
now.
to the spreading stain.
Alright, Boudica, let's see what you can do. Barbaric Yorp. I remember that. Although that looks a little different now. Self what? That's not a one I recall. Where's the... Oh shit, I keep taking screenshots. What looks like a winded... Oh, okay, obviously. No, that is similar to what it did in the first game, I think, but it's... Actually, no, in the first game, I think it stunned people. Here it just removes their stealth. That's far less effective. Stun is much better than de-stealthing, I would argue. Toe-to-toe seems like a new move. I don't remember that. Self gets taunted. Forward 1 and then stay there. Alright. So some movement options. This is the one I remember. Bleedy bleedy. We like our damage over time effects. Out of position. Well, fuck my life. Here I thought I spent too much time planning and then... No, you both spent too much time planning and not enough. Oh well. If we can't get through this part anyway, I mean, we're not worthy of going any further, frankly. That'll be this guy fucked, I think. No, not quite. Next time for sure. What damn? Right, let's see. Yeah, you're definitely fucked. Let's see how much worse the blight is for this. Well, he resisted it, so that does suggest it's weaker. Straightforward, smack him in the face. You as well. Actually, do your other one. Lovely, cleaning up the shop. So I wonder if it's the damage that's affected or just the chance to blight. We should have a look.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Kill it if you have to? No, hopefully.
Are you shaken? There is so much worse in store.
Yes, you can see why the ancestor lost his job as the in the sales department.
Rest tonight. Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Right then. So, all your stuff, seemingly, all the stuff we're using with you anyway, can be done from the front two positions. So I think he is actually better in the first rank, and that way Boudican... Boudican? Yes, Boudican. Val Boudican can use her bleed attack. You know what? Prove your fucking worth, Craig David, before I put any upgrades on you. Yeah. Sort of more definite healing. Feeling trepidatious, feeling cautious. Although one thing I am less cautious about, I have realised, it's finally clicked that, even though they said as much...
The next stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly.
Okay. Even though they said don't save money for anything, it's pointless, this, that and the other. That didn't properly click because I'm a terrible hoarder and all that sort of thing. Now it has.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
See, I got lost in the poeticism of that, but no, it does actually pay to use this money. So, that means slime mold for everyone. Lovely dinner treat. Laudanum's useful. Bear traps are very useful. Don't need these so much when we've got doctor with us. And then there's trinketry. The one thing I will say, feel free using relics. The baubles are more worth keeping because that's your stagecoach repairs and shit. You don't want to be stuck without those. Chance to produce poultice items. What are poultice items? Get fucked. You don't know. Food barrels. If food in inventory. Skibidoo dap de bay. Cool. That's a good one. That's why it's the most expensive. So, laudanum. They haven't got the griddle, I noticed this time, which is a shame because I really want to see what flapjacks impact, how flapjacks impact the gameplay at some point. Now that I know they're a thing. Still not sure what whiskey does. And we have run out of flame on the odd occasion now, so maybe worth getting that. And some of those, because they just add power and speed. Good, good, good. Let's stick Pliskin on the thing. Yep.
It cannot fight, but perhaps it can calm.
Giblet.
Every road a winding torment.
Oh, well, don't bother then.
Every turn bent on our destruction.
Goddamn, Fizzlips, you got more health than Boudica. How does that make sense? Who wants some grub? It's food, you won't hear me complain. Yeah, barbarian, I suppose. Can I double up on you? No, I can't. One for everyone. What did... Oh, never mind. Very well. Efficacious, but troubling nonetheless. Yeah, well. Times are tough. S905 asks, have you ever punched the wall? Curious question. You know, I think I have at some point in my life. Not recently, but yeah. No, I think I have. Don't mind admitting to that, but I definitely remember I kicked a wall once because I still worry that I've broken my toe or something from it. It's never quite been the same since, but yeah. Not always the most calm person, I'm afraid, as much as I would like to be. Which, to be fair, having watched these streams, pretty obvious. Don't exactly do well under pressure, do I? S905 says, I like the sensation of it, making the fist and appreciating its composition. The composition of the fist or the mark you leave on it? Either way, I'm sure. I mean, anything can be art, can't it? You could, if you can tape a banana to a wall and call that art, you could definitely punch a hole in a wall and call that art. There's definitely a story behind a fist mark in the wall, so. Right, that leaves you with the lantern. For some reason, don't trust this guy around flammable liquids, but never mind. Right, do we want to get the tangle? Is that... hang on. I was saying the sprawl, wasn't I? Is the tangle different to the sprawl? Time to find out, I suppose.
Mud and rain, resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
Yep, but, you know, that's the UK for you. The dangle. So yes, similar to the sprawl.
Rewards only. Resignation.
Oh, fucking chirurgist. Maybe the tangle is where we first went then. They're similar, aren't they, but different. Sprawl is more foresty, tangle is more jungly, I think. More swampy, perhaps. Do I want to fight a fucking chirurgeon again? No, I want story things. And it appears the best way to get that is going the other way. So, to the hospital. Yippee, and Boudica wants to go there for some reason, so...
If you hope to heal, you have chosen wisely.
Don't need to heal currently, but need to not get the opposite of healing as well, so, you know. Hi. Sorry, the waiting list is 14 months. Oh. Can you make an exception for a celebrity? No, I'm afraid not. Fine. Oh, and I forgot you... Yeah, you can buy stuff from them as well, can't you? Which is... pointless as of currently. Because we're stocked up on stuff. Okay, by then. Is it really just her running the whole thing? And she herself has a head wound. Grim. Trying to hit all these barricades along the way. Don't know how many of them actually have anything inside. Oh, that one did.
Painted without rest for days, babbling incoherently about distant, half-imagined places.
Huh. Interesting. Ooh. Forgotten. See, we've had Forgotten before, but last time there was a chap here who didn't look that well. What do we think about this? Oddly familiar prominences, nice and sharp. Oh, of course, just because it looks like blood and there's a knife here. When I gaze at length upon it, my hands grow cold. And that's a good thing? Oh, okay, so stress is nebulous, quirk is nebulous, but one positive quirk. Same for him. Well, who's more quirky? The guy with no skin on his face or the religious voyeur? We'll go with you. Oh, you became calm, did you? Somebody should be. No punching walls for you then, even if you have got Hand of Light. Calm is... okay. 20% resolute chance. I seem to remember in the first game, calm was a bad thing. I think it lowered your speed or something. Makes more sense for being calm to be
ahead.
a positive.
To reflect, remember, and reconcile.
You always say that before we get there. We had to stumble over a pothole first. There's some awkward lean on this
we must
wagon.
Understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
Yes. History doomed to repeat itself. I was too young, too loud, too certain. Curious. So, okay, so his... I feel like we've only got maybe one or two more of his to do. But as I was saying, we do need her to We just need her to have more useful healing abilities, so... That prison nearly turned my heart toward hate. That sounds curious, following on from last time. I mean, they say love and hate are similar. Got tired of spectating, did you? We shall see.
Chapter 3. No God but men.
Oh, calm down, Andrew Ryan. After perving out the window, I decided to build a city under the sea. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his groin?
Her terrified wails rang off the transepts as the abbot dragged her to the oubliette.
There's that word again.
As a deterrent to the congregation, her punishment would be more than commensurate with her blasphemy. Locked interminably in the festering dark, she awaited retribution from the divine, while suffering the mortal tortures of its enraged servants.
Okay, so the monastery... Monastery's for monks, isn't it? It'd be a nunnery where she's at, I guess. Don't know a lot about it, I'll be honest with you. Let's go with nunnery. Sanctuary. That ain't it, sister. That seems somewhat useful as a general buff, but it's not the heal we were after. But we learnt a little more. I no longer fear the dark. Yeah, that makes sense. So her nunnery was fucked up even more than a lot of religious institutions. That's not nice. And she was punished for...
The loathing whispers.
For her being a bit of a peeping... What is the equivalent of a peeping Tom for a woman? A peeping... I want to say a peeping Sue for some reason.
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
Damn. His voice still gets to me sometimes. Portion. On. Something about it just made me hungry, I'll be honest with you. But anyway. Imagine Wayne June, the narrator, as a chef. Come have your fill of this antediluvian soup. What the fuck does that mean? What's in that? No, it's just, you know, chicken and a few vegetables. Oh, okay. But they're a few weeks old. They're close to the expiry date. Oh. Oh, hello. My skin shall know the rake of their claws. What skin? Let us clear the road for those wankers. For those weaker. Right. And lose the last of our light? What for? Oh, we will lose light, won't we? Hang on. We lose light for not going in there. Which doesn't seem to necessarily make sense, because you would spend more time going in there, but gameplay-wise, that's how it works. Anyway, let's give it a go. Horrible worms. Maggoty terrors. Oh, we were going to swap you pricks around, weren't we? Damn it. Ain't got nothing to move him back. Well, since you can only use that in first position, actually, so make the most of that. No. Should have used a bear trap as well, shouldn't I? That's what they're for. Never mind.
A master stroke.
Thank you. Oh yeah, handy. If we do, in fact, lose any light, then we now have that. Yeah, actually, I'm suspecting these guys are not going to be super susceptible to blight.
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
Not so much. Burning or bleeding is the better way to go. And yet, blight is what we're left with. Maybe we should swap you two around, since everyone's shuffling around a bit. Yeah, let's... Invalid targets? Pardon? You can only move forward one? Well, shit. I knew there was some limit to that in the first game, but never like that. Never where you can only move forward. It was usually like, you know, you can always move forward or backward, and then it was whether one space or two sort of thing. But apparently, yeah, so he can go forward two and back one. I don't know. Who knows? Right, hopefully everyone will do a bit better now. Not doing very well smiting these maggots. Will you get off what's left of my face? Right, now we can at least stab one of them. Not the one closest to death, annoyingly. And now you can finally bleed a bugger. Yeah. Oh, yes, your stuff will have to be blighty, but as long as it's damaging as well, then that's the main thing. That was a good move, it turns out. Stab him again. Jesus Christ. Where were you hiding that? 14 crit. Put the Plague Doctor up the front line. Fuck these barbarians and stuff. Okay, well, he's a bit bigger, isn't he?
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
Yep, that's the main thing I've learnt, is that it's repulsive. Weber, Andrew Lloyd, Spitter. I don't have a joke for that. Sure, just whack him. Try and get the numbers down first, I think is the best bet. Fuck. These spiders care not for religion. Also, I really just let you two bleed the fuck out, didn't I? Maybe should have done something about that, but...
Another impediment. Cleared with impunity.
I wouldn't say with impunity. We're taking a bit of damage. Oof. But yeah, it's the ever-present dilemma of... I always harken things back to Pokemon, but whether you use exclusively offensive attacks or bother with any kind of stat debuffs or stuff like that. Certainly as a kid, I never bothered with anything but offensive attacks, and some people would... Oh, Jesus. You used it all up on that crit, didn't you? You got no oomph left. Some people would swear by that strategy. I'm not certain enough to swear by it. I'll swear in every other sense. Oh, a mild buff of some kind, thanks. Oh yeah, you've given me a second turn quite immediately. I tell you what, this is the last round of it. See if we can get through this, and then we'll start using the bear traps.
A righteous action.
Thanks. How am I even going to reach the fat fuck back there? This could be a good way. Very unlikely to blight them, but it does also get rid of the corpse. Yeah. Okay, well that is gross, but solves a problem. Die, please. Oh, jeez. I was joking when I said you used all your everything on that crit. Didn't mean you've got to actually have no good moves ever again. That was it. It was a kind of healing thing. I should have used that earlier if I was going to. I don't feel... and I keep forgetting that that move alone takes health off him. Should have been using the other one earlier. Okay, spider's fucked. Actually do some healing, please. Just in time to get to lose it all. Just you and me now, big boy. Fuck it. Maybe I'll do something. At least then I can heal other people and should only have to worry about him getting thwacked. Let's use this for once. And wait the fuck. Damn it. I keep doing that. I keep thinking that's the combo thing, but it's not. It's just a buff thing. Well, sod it. He's debuffed to fuck anyway, so maybe it'll stop anything disastrous happening. Should have anticipated that. That was a fuck up on my part. For your main attack, that does shockingly little. You're doing as much damage as the healer, Boudica, just so you know. Rot claim me not. Might be a bit late for that, mate. Jesus.
Measured and steady. The past is gone. Let it die.
Oh, a bulbous venom gland. Buy me a drink first. What the hell kind of setup is the NHS on? I mean, you know, jokes again, but so like just 3 terrible turns and then a crit for 14, more damage than anyone else is doing. You are insane. You know what? I wonder if that is actually due to the memory thing we have on her. I can't remember what we gave her in the end, if it was the cake thing or the crit thing. But that might explain it. I wonder. That's why it's good to be able to keep your people alive and give them those if you can. Although I have also heard, looking up tips and things, that stuff is better sort of after you've like maxed out unlocking all the characters. It's sort of a a later game thing to pour all your candles into. God, it's that thing again of outside of the context of this game. That doesn't make much sense. Pour all your candles into memory. What? Hi guys. We seek glory in the jaws of death. As long as we can step out of the jaws again, we are alive with purpose. Eviscerate them. Are we? Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think the last one went all that well, but how far are we from home? We've got one more shit show, then the main one, and then we're out. Alright, if you guys think you're up to it, but that means you have to win now, so don't fuck me over here. Hang on, shattered will? That doesn't sound good. How can existence be so cruel? Less health, and damn, actually it's a good job then we gave her all that food and shit. That's a terrible thing to have acquired. Huh. Okay, now we'll start using some of this, I think. On the people who aren't that susceptible to bleed. Well, fuck it.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
No, it doesn't. They haven't lost any strength yet. Oh damn it! You're in first position again, aren't you? Well, that's fine for the moment. We want to hit these guys first. Cannot gain dodge for 2 rounds. Pretty sure that's dodge. Let me check. Yes, I'm starting to memorize these very slowly. Flashbang the tree pope.
The mind's grasp grows tenuous.
Alright. No, we're doing alright for stress. He's getting up there a bit. He's irritable. I feel like you'd always be irritable given your condition, but sure. We'll take that for now. Hot fucking damn. What is it with the... What is it with the backbenchers today? Like, just... You guys are hitting for 3 and 4, and these guys are all about the death blow double digits. Crikey. This game has flipped everything on its head. That would be a massive troll move if all the characters that used to be frontliners are actually useless in the front ranks now. Oh god, that's it. We needed you up the front as well, didn't we? For not up the front, but further forward. Don't smite Craig David. It's not his fault. Okay, that's more the sort of damage I expected. Let's stimulate some people. And also heal them. Well, heal yourself, mainly. Charity begins at home. The fuck was that? What was that? What was that fucking move? The reason we get rid of these guys is because I'm pretty sure they can spawn new enemies. Is that what he tried to do and it didn't work somehow because the corpse is behind him, or... It's unclear. And irrelevant now, so that's good. Now we just have these pricks. I don't have to worry about getting rid of the corpses, actually. Yeah, go on, indulge your masochism, I guess. Joke's on you, he's into that shit.